Hello, Vince Hughes here, the owner of Still Estimating Solutions. Thanks for taking the time to view this high-level overview of the Still Erection Bid Wizard. Before we jump into it, let me share a little background on myself. I was a steel erector for 28 years. We ran up to 169 workers and did 8 to 15 million in sales annually, labor only. And that was with just one estimator, being me. In March of 2012, we got tired of beating our head against the wall and found ourselves at a good stopping point, at which time we made the decision to sell out. After the dust settled, I started thinking about what the next chapter would be. I started researching steel erection estimating programs and found that there was really nothing on the market for steel erectors. Hence, Still Estimating Solution was born, and in October 2012, I put on the market the program I had developed over the years for our company's own personal use, which I now call the Still Erection Bid Wizard. Since its release in 2012, I have right at 250 steel erectors that have purchased the system, and in 2016 have taken the program to a whole new level and turned it into a more powerful, true, functional Windows-based software package with all the bells and whistles that allows you to customize it to fit your company's needs. So let's jump in there and get started. It's not the intent of this video to show how everything in the system works, but to show you how simple it is to use right out of the box. When you get the system, it comes with right at 300 tasks steel erectors use with tried and true production rates attached to those tasks for labor, crane, weld time. It also has all the equipment and cranes an erector uses built in as well. You just need to enter your wage rates and equipment rates into the system and you are basically up and running. But keep in mind, you have the ability to change everything in the system, as well as add as many categories and tasks you choose to. It truly is unlimited. So let's get started so I can show you how fast you can complete an estimate where you will have your price, your schedule, task summary, and a schedule of values, as well as a bid proposal created for up to 10 general contractors, all at a push of a button. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do is enter in the name of the job that we're going to be bidding, the job location, and then we're going to jump down to task right away where we're going to enter in what's in the project. Now there's two ways to enter into the system. One being manual, where you simply do your takeoff and you come and enter those quantities into the program. As you enter the quantities in, you'll see the calculation starting to happen. So you can go through, do your takeoff, and come in and enter all the quantities manually. Or the other way, which is, the world we're living in today is pretty much technology driven. I integrate with 4 programs. Let me show you that real quick. There's 4 programs I integrate with: Bluebeam, On-Screen Takeoff, Plan Swift, and Fab Suite. So the other way to get all your tasks into it is by using a digital takeoff program such as On-Screen, Bluebeam, or Plan Swift. And you basically hit the import from task file to do that process. But first thing I got to do, because in the system you have the ability to take off the project by area, and so you'll have an estimate broken out by area if that's how you took it off. And if you did take it off that way, to set that up, we just go in area A, add a task group, type in area B, add task group, area C. There's no limit to how many areas you can add in. It's unlimited, as many as you need. And then we're going to come here and select on-screen takeoff because that's the program I use to do the takeoff in. I browse to the file that I exported out of on-screen takeoff. I hit import, and it'll bring these quantities from the digital takeoff program I used into the Steel Erection Bid Wizard. You'll see well done. Quantities for 69 tasks successfully imported. Close. Now you're going to see here where we have labor hours, crane hours, weld hours for area A. Labor hours, crane hours, and weld hours for area B. And the same for C. And when I drop this down, you're also going to notice there's a lot of tasks in here that have zero quantities because there was nothing in the job for those tasks. So what we're going to do is come right down here. You'll see this delete zero task. We hit that. And now what that does is it takes everything that's not in this project, and now when we drop it down, all we're going to see is what's in that job, which is a nice feature just to keep it clean. We don't have to scroll through all those quantities with zero task. So now we're going to come back up to the top, and we have our furthest pick. We need to enter in. It's not a requirement, but it's just good knowledge for what that project is. The heaviest piece. Your average crew size. I'll come back to that in a minute. If you have subsistence, travel time, per diem, you enter in that hourly rate there. We need to enter in the square foot of the project. And then this is default settings here, 5 days per week, 8 hours per day. And like I said in this video, I'm not going to show you the whole system on how to set it up and all that. The intent of this video is just to show you how quick you can do a takeoff, get your price. Down here is in the blind, yes or no. That's just kind of a knowledge box. Can the crane operator see the ironworker setting the piece? Yes or no. Inside access, can I get on the slab? Yes or no. Just knowledge, that way in case you could get on the slab, or you could get on the slab, you might need some non-marking boom lifts rented, which might cost a little bit more money. And then right here, you're going to see wages. In the system, you can default up to many different areas that you might be working in. So you can carry many different wage rates. So on this project, it's in Tennessee, so I'm going to select Tennessee. You'll see that the wage rate changes. Just to see, so you can see that happens real quick. There's that change, 46.31, Tennessee, 49.78. Now this project is 357,000 square feet. So I'm going to go with a crew size of, I'm going to say 16 men. So I enter in 16 men. You see I got 82 days. Now we're going to come down at our equipment we need for the job. Real simple process. The equipment is already defaulted in the system. Need to put a forklift. Of course, you can change all the names of the equipment however you want to do it. But it's already all loaded up in there with a wage rate attached, or a equipment rate attached to it. Of course, you're going to switch that to your company's, to fit your company. Grab some scissor lifts, 40 footers. We'll grab, let's say 8 of those. Now come down, add equipment. 40-ton crane, just need one of them. You'll see general conditions. You can adjust that as well. How much you want to charge for truck, fuel, per day usage, consumables, which is your oxygen settling, welding rod, welding wire, grinding disc, all that lumped up into that, and then your rentals for your welding machine. So then we're going to come back up to the top, and you'll be able to massage the bid. Right now we can see actual total cost, actual selling cost, 986,000, profit, projected profit and overhead, 82 days on the project, 9,851 hours, actual cost per square foot, actual selling cost per square foot, and then your average markup. So basically you can come in here and massage your bid, kind of try to tighten up. Right now we're profit and overhead of 35%. You can adjust that down, and as you do, you'll see the numbers start changing. You know, just trying to dial in to get that bid where you want it to be, where you can be competitive. From there, we're going to jump and we're going to hit save, which will save the bid, and we're going to hit next step. Immediately upon entering the quantities in the program, the Steel Erection Bid Wizard is building you a schedule. All these schedules are set up in default settings. You can come in and change the categories, create your new categories, rename the categories, whatever it may be, but basically here's how the scheduling works. We come in here, area 8, we're gonna actually start erecting the joist on the 2nd. The system doesn't know when we're gonna start erecting it, so we have to tell it. So we're gonna start erecting the joist on July or August 2nd. So I click in this box, I select August 2nd. It's gonna rebuild it, brings it there. I'm gonna start detailing the steel on August the 4th. So I click there, hit August 4th, and we're gonna start decking on the 8th. So you get the idea of how the schedule is getting built there. You can go and print this out PDF, give it to your foremans or general contractor, whatever it may be. But as you can see here, by area, you can build a schedule for it. So we hit save on that, and we're gonna go back. I'm gonna generate the task summary sheet so you see what that looks like. And that comes up right here. Let me bring it in where you see it. And basically, the task summary sheet, you're going to see total hours, total man hours, total crane hours, total weld hours, total days, cost per square foot with a crew size of, and then you'll see the total cost for man hours, total cost for equipment, total cost of general conditions, total job cost. And then on top of that, you're also going to be able to see, because it's set up in the settings for how much your fringes are on the project. So of that 962,000, 117,000 is going to fringes, 63,000 is going to workman's comp, 24,000 tax, and 9,000 going to general liabilities. And you'll see the summary of all the tasks that was in this project, their quantities, their man hours, the crane hours for that task. And that right there is your task summary. The other one is the schedule of values. Let's save that. Bring it in here where you can see it. And basically on schedule of values, it's going to break out by area, or however it's entered in, how much it is to erect the beams, how much to erect the columns, both the braces, knee braces, so on and so forth. So you know the dollar amount exactly for those tasks. It will also show you your equipment, dollar amount for equipment, projected profit and overhead, average markup. And that's your schedule of values. And then the next section would be to generate a bid proposal. We're done with the bid. We're happy with the price. We click generate bid proposal. And now we're going to have this. This is also defaulted inside the system, but you have the ability to change it up, change the verbiage that's in it. We click here. We've got to enter our plans, specifications, yes, addendums on the project. Then we'll come down, we'll hit next step. And now you have the ability to generate or build a database of all your general contractors in the system. And once you do, they'll show up here on this section that we're at right now. We come in, we're going to select 3 of these. So we're going to bid these 3. We hit next, view selected contractors. Now on this page is kind of unique. Sometimes we bid a general contractor a little bit higher than another one. You have the ability to set that up right here. We'll say minus 5% on that one. We're going to bid this one 5% higher. And then we're going to leave this one the same. So that'll be our true bid right there. We're going to give this guy an even bid there. Then we hit generate. And so now what's going to happen is it's going to generate us these 3 bid proposals, and you can do up to 10 on one project. So let me get this real quick. Let me get this out of the way, and I'll pull these in. So there's the first one. You'll see it to Star Construction, their information. There's a second one to Hensel Phelps Construction, and then the third one to Bradbury and Stam. And you also see the difference in the dollar amounts for the bid because we adjusted those proposals, 5% up, 5% down. So basically that comes down to it. There's a whole lot more to the system, of course, but my idea behind this was just to simply get you in here, show you the benefits of the Steel Erection Bid Wizard, see how quickly you can generate an estimate, get you a schedule of values or schedule for the project, schedule of values, task summary sheet, as well as create your bid proposals. Would love to go into it in much more detail with you. Reach out, give me a shout. You can go to my website, stillestimating.com. A real great way to contact me. Would love to go dive in a little bit deeper with you on how the ins and out of how the Steel Erection Bid Wizard works. I wish you a very great day, and thanks for your time again.